What's up? What's up, YouTube? It is your boy Sanchez 405 coming at you. Y'all, it's on the Warpath. What's up? It's Friday. It's the Friday Focus. And of course, y'all know what we're going to be talking about today. What's up, Jay? How you doing, man? How you doing? Feeling great? I'm feeling great too, buddy. Welcome into the live. Y'all know how we do it every Friday. Coming to you for about an hour and some change. Again, thank you to everybody who has subscribed to the channel, hitting that 1,000 mark. What's up? What's up? How you doing? For what, son? That's right, Yuki. What's up, Skins? How you doing, man? But yeah, just a great time here, and hit that 1,000. Got everything that came, the bells and whistles that came with it as well. What's up, cuz? How you doing? You watching me? Prosperous Friday. I hear you, AM Hunter. Yes, it is. You know, it's prosperous because you know we made it through the week, right? At work, of course. I hear you. I hear you, brother. I hear you. You working for the warden or you working for the... I'm just kidding with you. What's up, Damien? Y'all, we got a lot to talk about today. We won't talk about that mishap that happened in the desert. If you want to see it, it's on one of my previous videos. I am starting to think about doing a Monday video to kind of coincide, because I feel like I'm losing some things in the transition. So I'll probably do maybe a Monday live or maybe even do a Sunday night live after the game. Man, that glare. Shut up. Hey, man. What's up with your Celtics? That's what we need to know, right, Gunner? Skins, my brother, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. First super chat. Thank you. I appreciate it, brother. Thank you. I wouldn't get here. I wouldn't be here without your help. What's up, Pedro? How you doing, y'all? And also, we're gonna come on. We'll talk. We'll do picks here a little bit later. I'm gonna get into the meat of the issue right now, and it's not even the game. It's what came out today. The Washington Post, who have so much so much things against this team. It's hilarious to the point. But again, thank you so much, Skins. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you, Sean. Y'all go something. I know most of y'all already got them. Oh Lord, brother. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. It's raining. Don't forget to smash that like button. And we ain't stopping. We're going to 2K. Make sure you hit that button as well, too, if you haven't subscribed, if it's your first time here. But the big news coming out, and I did drop the link as well, so we'll come on, talk. We always like to have guest pickers on here as well. Skins, my brother. I appreciate you, brother, so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. But yeah, so the news came out that they changed on, and we got another guy up in here. What's up, Gunner?
Yo.
Can't hear you. Hold on real quick. Let me see. I gotta get my headset right. Hey, man, talk to me.
What's going on?
I can't hear you. Y'all hear him? Okay, I think I'm good now. Talk to me.
Yo,
what's up?
Doing good, man. How are you?
I can't complain. You read this new this mess that happened over the night with the name change and Dan Snyder withholding that money?
Yeah. Not surprised. That's a Dan Snyder thing.
Golly. And that's why they didn't care about changing the name.
It's all about the Benjamins, man.
Shoot, man. All about the Benjamins that's gotten withheld and everything. I don't know. It's just everything's about the almighty dollar. And we've been put through the ringer as fans so much. What's up, Braden? How you doing, man? And you know, it's ridiculous. It is absolutely ridiculous. But oh my God, the Rain King. Thanks, Skins. Appreciate it, bro. But I don't know. I haven't talked to you directly. So what did you think about last week? Where were some good spots? Where were some bad spots?
Oof.
A lot of bad spots.
Yeah, it's kind of what I thought, though. I mean, like I've said plenty of times, we got a super young team, so it's going to be tons of ups and downs, probably more downs than ups at this point. Um, Offense definitely needs to get it started earlier. This is going down 17-0. I mean, part of it's on the defense, but part of it's just we can't get anything going early. I mean, we need to, even if we're not scoring points, we need to get a couple of first downs at least before we give them the ball back. This whole 3 and out and then going back on defense just ain't working.
Yeah, I kind of crunched the numbers and over since last season in week 1. I think we've had like 10 drives out of the last 18 games that their opening drives have went 3 and out or they've turned the ball over. And I think only a couple of those drives may have been like had an additional first down in there. So this team, it's something that has hindered this team for a while, that we're not quick starters. I don't really know how you fix that. I don't know if it's just getting involved in the short passing game. I did bring up a point about Dontrell Inman, though, when Dwayne actually hit him on a dime pass. Really, it was just one of those crossing patterns, and he ran a yard short of the sticks.
I was so mad.
Hey, I'm like, dude, you've been in the league so long, you can't do that. That is you cannot be you can't do that and be a veteran in the NFL. It's why you've been a traveler so long. So I can't I don't know in that assessment.
Yeah, people are expecting so much out of Dontrell Inman, and I don't understand why. There's a reason that guy has been a journeyman. He's the number 3 at best. Most of the time, he's a 4 or a 5. So people are expecting him to act like a wide receiver too. They're dreaming. So.
You got some noise going on back there. It sounds like a little feedback.
Me?
Yeah, somebody said Skin said something in the comment. Two people are kind of hearing like a.
Huh. I don't hear you. I can try. Maybe my computer some. Is that better?
It still can hear it a little bit.
Oh, okay. I think my fan and my computer's going, so maybe that's giving a little bit.
Oh, that's probably what it is then. Because it kind of muffled a little bit when you moved it, so I think it might be the fan.
Yeah, I gotta get a new laptop.
Okay, that's all right. We'll work around it. It's a laptop fan, guys. So, but yeah, I mean, for as much as his struggles are, like if you're running short of the line in the game, that's not going to help him out. Now he's not without fault. There's some plays like. I honestly think he cost him 10 points in the red zone when he fumbled the ball, which we can kind of give that to Jerron Christian as well, because he allowed that pressure to get there to him and force the fumble. But you got to take care of that ball. And then when you're in field goal range and you just get blocked and you get sacked and you're out of the tackle box. It's just like you got to realize that. I mean, it's kind of like with the Falcons against the Cowboys, right? You got to know that if the ball travels 10 yards, the ball is yours. If it's not traveling 10 yards, and you just got to jump on that thing.
Yeah.
And they cannot touch it. But, I mean, hopefully they'll learn from this. I think defensively wise, I said it before, I think Troy Apke has proven that he might not be it. Somebody even commented and said, put him in the box and put Landon Collins in coverage. And I'm like, he's not a coverage safety. That's not Landon Collins. He's like he's your 4th linebacker pretty much.
Yeah.
He's playing the run. Like I'm just like, I said, don't. I didn't even respond to the comment on Instagram. But
I mean, Apke's he's only started a couple of games, so I mean, people are expecting him to be this gangbuster. I mean, it's like, man, give the guy a chance. I mean, you get like I was telling Louis last night. I'm not going to start worrying about anything until after the bye week. Our offense hasn't started. I mean, nothing's going to be spectacular, but as long as we're seeing improvement by the bye week, everything's starting to look quite a bit better, and I think the defense will even be that way too. If it's not by the bye week, that's when I'm going to start getting kind of worried. But really, the first half of the season, it's going to be a lot of good and bad.
You bring up that I've said I've given them a window of 4 weeks, like the first month of the season, because you didn't have preseason. So I would imagine at this point we need to. I think in this game we need to see strides. You're getting ready to take on the 27th ranked passing defense in the NFL. While they do have their pass rushers there with Harrison and Garrett there too. That's going to be an interesting matchup to watch. Is Jerron Christian up against Myles Garrett? So as long as he's not stepping on Dwayne Haskins' head and all that stuff, I think they're going to be all right. And I have saw, and Pedro just said Denzel. I guess Denzel Ward will be out, and it looks like Greedy Williams was questionable to begin with too. Taking a look at their injury report, and I can actually pull that up now. Let's see.
Yeah, we're definitely going to have to get the running game going and some of those short passes. And then maybe getting that running game going will open up some stuff down deep, because we really haven't tried to throw the ball deep at all.
No, you're going to learn. You're going to stretch the field, and Steve Sims has been hurt too. I don't know, man. It's going to be really interesting. This could be his. He might be out. Yeah. Excuse me. He might be out. Yeah. So I don't know. Pull up the injury report here.
One thing people forget too is our 2 starting running backs aren't natural running backs; they were wide receivers. But then our tight end 1, who should be a tight end 3 on any other team, was a quarterback. And then you have a second-year quarterback who's only started 9 games, a left tackle who's only played 2, a right guard or left guard who's only played 3 or 4 games. And then all receivers are basically second-year guys or first-year guys. So I don't know what people were expecting out of this offense early in the season.
Yeah, I mean, I think for me, I'm looking for improvement. Like I said, the win total might not be there, but I think for the most part, I think a lot of us are just looking for constant improvement, right? Like you were saying. So if you guys can see this, they've got 4 players out. Claiborne, who had 4 sacks or 6 sacks or something against Dallas a couple years ago, he's questionable. He didn't practice Wednesday, Thursday. He was limited today. Denzel Ward did not practice. He's questionable. Mac Wilson, linebacker, is questionable. Limited practice all week for him. Greedy Williams was limited, but he's out. Olivier Vernon, a good pass rusher in his own right, he's out for this game as well. Jarvis Landry, he had a full practice. I don't know why he's on the. He's had hip issues. Now I don't know if Odell is on here, because I heard he might have like dietary injuries and everything like that for the Cleveland bowel movements. But and for us, Cole Holcomb is out for the second week. He didn't practice all week, and Sadiq Charles, who's still trying to work his way back. But I mean, this is your opportunity, kind of like with the Philadelphia game. You have to exploit what they're missing. Hey, thank you, AM Hunter. I appreciate it, brother. Thank you so much. Let me pull you up here. I can see you on my phone over here, but I can't see the comment just yet. But I'm going to throw it up there here in a second. Thank you so much for that super sticker there. So you've got opportunities, because a lot of these guys are starters for the Browns. So you got an opportunity to honestly rise to the occasion, and Dwayne Haskins will have opportunities to take advantage of this defense, especially if Denzel Ward's not playing. They should make these wide receivers. These wide receivers should look like all stars.
Yeah, we got to take advantage of these teams that are beat up, because as far as teams being beat up for the first time in I don't remember how long, we're actually in pretty good shape. I mean, we only have a couple guys out, but none of our big names are out. Everybody seems pretty healthy. So, if we can't start getting anything going in the right direction against teams that are completely tore apart with injuries, then that's kind of scary.
Yeah.
Oh boy, there's Dubs. What's up, Dubs?
What's up? What's up, Dubs? Yeah, Merrill Garrett saying, "Is Fuller playing?"
I'm rooting for you, Gunner. I'm rooting for you tonight.
Gonna win.
Appreciate it, man.
Fuller is. He's not on. He's not listed on the injury report, so that's good. So I imagine he will play. To what extent, I don't know yet. And I imagine we won't find out until Sunday to what extent he'll probably play in that game. That would be key because they do have Jarvis Landry, they do have Odell Beckham for old pastry chef Baker Mayfield. So it's going to be
that running game is going to be tough to stop,
though. Pedro asked Gunner, "What do you have? I guess who do you have tonight?" You know who he has. He's got them Celtics.
Celtics, of course, man.
Most Celtics boys. But yeah, let's look at the injury.
We weren't gifted a road to the finals like the Lakers were. So.
Oh, here we go.
Hey, I don't worry about none of that.
My question is,
that's Celtics Lakers talk right there.
Right. Yep. Let's see here. AM Hunter says Skins win this Sunday 24-21. Let's see. This season, it's whoever's team's healthy wins. Sounds like the Hogs grabbing on the She-Eagles. Lord have mercy. Skin saying, "What's up to Pedro?" Yeah, thank you, Merrill. Again, if I didn't say it, thank you for that super chat. Appreciate you. Thank y'all so much. Appreciate the love. Dubs, why you come on? Why you got the Lakers hat on today, man? That's what I want to know.
It's because it's green with green. You know what I'm saying?
I don't talk about. Y'all know funny thing though.
You want me to go get a red Washington
you know it's
hat?
not. You know it's not necessary. I'm just giving you a hard time.
We really have
I'm changing my hat. Hold on, no, I'm changing.
Oh, come on. Did I hurt you that bad? What did I do to hurt you? But I did find out something funny though. So since I've had this mic, sounds like the grunge in the background. Skin said. Since I've had this mic, right, and nobody has decided to ever call me out on it, this microphone has been backwards the whole time. Nobody in all my times of having this mic, I've had this mic for 3 years. Nobody has said, "You know what? You've got that mic on backwards." Like I've always had it like this. And then I was sitting there and I was like, wait a minute, this sounds a whole lot better. I can hear myself clear. And I went on YouTube, found a video, and they're like, "This is how you're supposed to set this mic up." I was like, oh crap. So there you go, boys and girls. I don't have a lot of common sense when it comes to talking about what happened here. But it's all good though. So the Browns, they come into this game 1-1. They're led by Kevin. I told you, I was just giving you a hard time. Give me a hard time, man. Gunner, if the Celtics had Hayward the whole series, it would have been gone 50-50 in Game 7. That's what Pedro's saying.
Heat are playing really good basketball. I mean, they're a good team. So
I really do. I hate most Boston teams, but I hate the Miami Heat more than them. So the Jazz blew a 3-1 lead. The Clippers blew a 3-1 lead. The Lakers are definitely going to blow a 3-1 lead. That's what Gridiron Yuki says.
If the Lakers blow that lead, oh my God, it's going to be great.
I'm Bucket's hero, son. Oh, okay, AM Hunter. I can't deal with Miami though. But yeah.
We gonna find out. We gonna find out if the Lakers gonna blow a 3-1 lead.
Sure are.
So Cleveland, right? So they are ranked 29th in points. They've given up 68 points in the last 2 games. So that's 34 points a game. I don't think, if I'm thinking about it right, I don't think Dwayne Haskins This offense under Haskins has scored over 29 points. So something might give there, right? LeBron ain't gonna let them blow the lead. Heat and Lakers would be such a good series. I mean, you could not write a better storyline for LeBron to win a championship, though. Which I'm not a LeBron fan. I'm not a Lakers fan.
Hey, but what would be the better storyline if the Celtics went and LeBron beat the Celtics? That would be
the Celtics.
Yeah, you're right. He ain't gonna beat the Celtics because Celtics ain't gonna get there.
I don't think so. If the Lakers make it, Rondo's gonna end up bailing LeBron.
I will eat the biggest crow in the world if that happens.
LeBron will choke in the fourth quarter, and then Rondo will have to bail him out with a big three or something.
Dub's getting afraid though. He was telling me, he said, LeBron looking old, man. LeBron looking old. I said, I guess so. When you like 85 years old in basketball years ago, you're gonna start looking old.
But you got to figure how many extra games he's played just because of how deep he's gone in the playoffs. I mean,
yeah,
it's basically an extra season or two that he has under his belt just from playoffs alone.
Playoffs? You said you had the Lakers. I mean, you had the Nuggets in 5. Now you got them in 7. You can't keep switching.
He still got the Nuggets though.
Hey,
switching,
pretty soon it's gonna be. First he said 5, then now it's 7 because it has to be 7 though.
Dubs after he goes off screen, he takes that Lakers hat off, puts a Celtics one on. He puts that Lakers one on as a front.
Hey, I do got a Celtics hat. I know you know that. I do got a Celtics hat.
Oh my gosh, y'all. Beautiful.
No, but this Cleveland offense can be tough though. I mean,
yeah,
that running game opens up that play action pass, and we know how awesome Darby is in coverage and getting beat deep. So if he bites in that play action, game over.
But you know what the funny thing about this whole situation is? Dwayne Haskins and Baker Mayfield's numbers are nearly identical.
Yeah.
Over 2 games. 30 Baker Mayfield is 37 of 26, 408 yards, 3 touchdowns. I think he's got 2 interceptions in that because he's always good for a pick, right? Haskins has 36 completions off of 64 attempts, 401 yards, and 2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
And granted, they ran into that buzzsaw known as the Ravens, though.
So is it going to be the running backs that win at this game?
I mean, they do have a 1-2 punch. They have a great 1-2 punch. And can we really say 1-2 punch with Kareem Hunt though? I don't know if that's appropriate. They've got a steady backfield. The law firm of Chubb and Hunt.
Yep.
The Chubb Hunt.
Hunt and Hooper. Austin Hooper could be a problem too.
He's waiting for his breakout game, isn't he?
I thought he's done pretty good this year, hasn't he?
Let's see. Let's take a look at Stupor Hooper.
Because I
don't think he's worth the paper that contract's written on, to be honest with you.
And Joku's on IR, so don't have to worry about him.
My hand. What happened to my hand? He broke his hand again. The strong hand. Got a good picture of that. Let's see. Hooper. In 2 games, he's got 4 catches, 37 yards. His longest reception is 11 yards.
And everybody wanted Hooper on our team. I heard everybody clamoring for Hooper.
Yep, Hooper is stupor, boys. Hooper is stupor.
Yeah, but you also got to look at how many weapons they have. So the tight end's going to get less stuff. They run the ball. They got those 2 really good running backs. They got Landry and Beckham. So
yeah.
So why they pay Hooper all that money then? Like just to block?
I don't know. It's the Browns, so who knows?
They got money to spend, though. They got salary cap like crazy. See, that's what I always tell y'all, though. I said, just because you got money doesn't mean you need to spend it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's what everybody say. We need to go get Amari Cooper. We need to go get Austin Hooper. We need to trade for Odell. We've got to spend all this money. You don't need to spend all that damn money because 9 times out of 10 with these free agents, now he probably stayed in Atlanta. Maybe they could have put him on the hands team and he could have recovered an onside kick for him or something. I don't know. That's a different story for a different day. But I just thought that like this just has bust written all over it. And right now he could blow up against us. Because we have had struggles with tight ends. Obviously with Goddard in week 1, and they don't really run tight ends in Arizona. They really run wide receiver. I think Dan Arnold on the roster is a tight end, but he's more of wide receiver because they run that air raid, and that's 4 wide receiver sets all the time.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
Well, Stefanski, they're a run first team anyway, so
yeah. Which that's what got him the job, was that he took the ball out of Kirk Cousins' hands in Minnesota.
But they wish they had Stefanski back.
Right. Oh yeah, I bet they do. I mean,
Kirk's looking bad right now.
How you get outthrown by old man Rivers? Like the whole stadium right there at Lucas Oil Stadium, they had fans there, but it was just Phillip Rivers' family. All 13 of the kids. They were like, he's like the Waltons of football right now.
That's why
it takes him an hour to say goodnight. Say that again?
See, that's why he's still playing. He's got to feed all them kids.
Yeah, you do. It's like Fitzpatrick Magic. What'd y'all think though? I'm going Twitter though, because I thought this was as a Washington fan. Fitzpatrick Magic. Hey, who's that guy? That guy sounds country as heck. Let me see. I gotta find.
I love Fitzpatrick. He's entertaining, whether they win or lose. He's must-see TV.
He's only lost to this team. He's only lost Washington twice in his career. Once when it was with St. Louis in his first season, and then against Miami last year. Those were the 2 starts that he lost.
I saw a thing yesterday where he's the only guy to ever beat the Jaguars with 6 different teams as the starter.
Oh my God! But that tells you how bad the Jaguars are and how bad they. That defense. I mean, how bad the teams that he's been on.
Yeah.
What's up? What's up, Nati? How you doing? Out in Chicago now, so you're gonna watch a lot of Bears games. I gotta get that. I gotta watch that terrible game too. But yeah, I want to share this all with you because I thought this made my heart smile. Look at that. Look at that man. Look at him. Look at him. He looked like somebody just twisted his nipple and told him the offense isn't going to work. And look at that score. That elite offense that he's got.
Looks like somebody just took his drug money.
Right? Don't remind me of that onside
Look like
kick.
Somebody took his woman again. That's what
right. He's like, I'm going to have to go sign bibs. Let's see here. Stephen A. Smith even called the Atlanta Falcons dumb. Man, I could call them a lot more than dumb. DJ the Goat says, "Do you think it's possible that Morgan Moses goes to protect Dwayne's blind side or Brandon Sheriff, and someone's mic is acting?" Oh yeah, we know. We figured that out already. Dubs was commenting to AM Hunter. I mean, no, I don't see that. I think it's a reason why they got all these tackles there. I think you would probably see Cornelius Lucas kick back out there or Sharp. That's why they traded for him. I think you would see those cats before you saw Morgan. I think that would be a last resort for Ron in the team. And they got a good offensive line coach also. But, I mean, nobody can coach offense better than this young man right here. Strippers blow and blowing leads. It's old Jay Gruden's philosophy, though. It was great. I was so happy to see that Jackson was getting beat into a pulp, and people were like, it's not Jay. It was Washington, blah, blah, blah. Bam wrist is busted. Oh, this time the Celtics can get that. Do you think Devontae Freeman will replace Barkley? He was re-signed, wasn't he?
Yeah, they signed him.
Yeah, they signed
their third string guy because they got those other 2 guys that have been playing a while. So
Yeah, we'll see. We'll get into that in a little bit because Dub's gonna have to eat a little bit crow on these picks in a minute. But yeah, I was doing this we've played Cleveland like 5 times in the last 30 years. Only lost to them once, 2004, but they got like 33 games up on us compared to like 12 games that we've actually won. We've won a majority of our games against them since 1975. We won 2. But I think this is the most worried I've ever went into a game against Cleveland, no matter how bad the teams have been.
Yeah.
Just because I think they've got their firepower, and if that offense gets hot at the right time, they do have fans at the game. I think that could cause some problems there.
Yeah, you just never know what you're going to get with Cleveland.
Yep. They're the most underwhelming team I think in existence right now because they get all this talent. Like anybody else, I think if this team was in another city, this team would be in the playoffs, like at least in the divisional round. But you bring them for the 3rd consecutive year, they have a different head coach. This is their 4th head coach in 3 years because if you think about it,
Kitchens got fired early in the season, didn't he?
Yeah, Kitchens got fired. He coached the whole season, but Greg Williams was the interim, which that made no sense whatsoever hiring Freddie Kitchens done. And then Hugh Jackson, was fired. Please don't let Baker beat y'all. I know, Ready Red. I know, man. But I don't know. I think Cleveland, they worry me just because of what they can do on offense. Defense, I'm not too concerned with. But
they're the Browns. So
they're the Browns. But that's what people always say about us, though. They said, "Oh, that's the Redskins, right? That's the Washington whatchamacallums." So I don't know. But
crazy, bro.
Dubs, I'm a hat guy, but my pandemic. Yeah, Nick Chubb is key. No, and that's what we said. Them running backs, man. Them running backs be nizzled. They good. Chubb and Hunt, the Hunt Chubb or the Chubb Hunt. I don't know what you want to call them, but
just let them turn into the Browns. Yeah. Don't let them turn into the Chiefs on us.
But like I said, they say the same thing about us.
Yeah.
People better not sleep on the Bengals either. Bengals are better than people think.
Yeah, but their offensive line is trash, and I think they will. I don't think right now the way he's getting hit, Burrow won't last throughout the season.
Maybe.
I really don't think so. I think they will cause him to break down, and that head coaching situation out there, Zach Taylor, the only reason why he got that job is because he was young. That's it. He was offense coordinator with Ryan Tannehill in Miami for a little bit. Ryan Tannehill was in the AFC Championship game last year. Granted, he had a running back. So, I don't know. My family, everybody clowns me on me because I'm a Washington fan. Nobody's fan. That's what they say. Oh my gosh! But y'all better hope Keenum plays. You better hope Baker gives you some apple turn. Yes, I know. He will. He'll give us a couple more. He's like Tony Romo. He's always good for one. Right, Ready Red? Always good for one.
Who are the Giants playing this week again?
They play San Francisco.
Oof. I'm telling you, we got to take advantage of this week because the Eagles play the Bengals, but like I said, the Bengals are better than people think. Cowboys are going to lose to Seattle. Even as banged up as the 49ers are, I think they're going to beat the Giants.
Mm-hmm. And then the key thing is the turnover battle, I think, because I think we're +4 in turnovers. And we got we're tied for the second most turnovers in the league. And Cleveland is -2. So you can that's somewhere where you can take advantage of too, is getting those turnovers and getting those fumbles. Had an interception. This could be the 4th game in a row that we've had interceptions dating back to last year. I don't know, man.
Baker turn the ball over. You get pressure on him, he'll make a bad decision.
I get a little bit. And Chase Young, Dwayne Haskins, Terry McLaurin, they're coming back to the state where they play college ball at. So there got to be some Buckeye fans that might be rooting for these cats. So they do have fans out there in Cleveland. And Cleveland, I mean, for what it's worth, Cincinnati last week was a victim of circumstances. Like I said, they're coaching. They're going for it on fourth down and stuff, but then they get inside the 5. They're like, oh, we'll just kick a field goal. Well, the only thing that bailed Mike McCarthy out ineptness out last week was Dan Quinn's ineptness was even more. Because there's no way. I mean, going for it on fake punts deep in your own zone, and I mean, it's just awful. Oops. Appreciate it, Skins. Thank you, man. Thank you. We can, since everybody's asking about it, and we'll come back. We'll circle around it. We'll get into the week 3 picks. Let's see here.
I called that Dolphins pick last night on Protect Sports.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. Yep.
Thank you, HTTR TJ. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you for being a part of the ride. Thank you all for being a part of the ride. So I'm telling y'all, if you haven't, I know who watched the whole video because I gave you instructions on how to enter the drawing. Did I not, Dubs? At the end of the video, you got to go comment on that 1K video, and you got to comment on it specifically, and you get entered into that drawing for the gift card. So I know who hasn't watched the whole video. If you're interested in getting that $100 gift card, you got to go back, watch that video, and comment what I need you to comment on there, and we'll be good to go.
Tell them what they.
No,
you want them. Okay, go watch the video. Y'all better get your butt over there and watch the video.
I'll give him a hint though. It's something I say all the time. So there you go.
Dubs is turning into your Flavor Flav, man. He's your hype man.
He is, man. He is. Flavor. Where that big clock? I don't need them big hats. I need a big clock from him, right? Like,
I ain't got no clocks around here, bro.
But last week, though, we picked Dubs and I think I beat Dubs last week. We had Tennessee. We had Tampa Bay.
I picked the Fools Gold Falcons.
Yeah, we took Buffalo. I was the only one on this show that took the Dallas football team. Now I got one up on you, Dubs. We all took Pittsburgh. We all took Indianapolis. We were wrong. No, we all took Minnesota. We were wrong there. All took San Francisco. We all took the Rams over the Eagles. Dubs, you took Detroit over Green Bay, didn't you?
Hell no.
I think he had decided, but he came back over to the good side. All right. We all took the Bears, Kansas City, Baltimore. Dubs did take Seattle.
I didn't take Seattle.
Oh, no, you took New England.
Yeah.
And we all took Seattle. And then I had to move some mountains. Did you take New Orleans?
New Orleans.
I
took New Orleans. I
took the Raiders. So
I took the Raiders.
I won that week. So by virtue of
we tied.
Yeah, pretty much. I won that week. So anyway, Gunnar, and you're more than welcome to pick with us. We always got like a guest pick on here. One day we're gonna get Skins on here. Let's see here. Let's read some of these comments. What's up, Chris? How you doing, bro? Didn't expect the Dolphins to win. Yes, I am finally monetized. Hallelujah. Thank you, sir. Skins fan all day. A lot of help there.
Hey, Corey, is my mic too loud?
No, it's not you.
I'm about to blow up my mic.
You said, Anna. Oh, Lord. Skins, you stupid, bro.
Roof Chris money.
Oh, I know, right? Rent money. No, I'm kidding. I'm joking.
I wonder why Burgundy's working all the time. He's dumping all the super chat money in.
That's what I'm saying, man.
Balling.
You know. You know who a baller. Shout out football team Nation. Lord, I can't read. It's Giants all days, but our team's been trashed for a while. At least we both can agree We hate Dallas and Philly. I'd rather see us win than them. Go Cowboys. Already read. You have way you have way there, bro. Yes, the hell they will, Red. Okay, so Gunnar, I'm gonna throw you down here on the list, right?
All right, prepare to lose, but it's all good.
Huh?
It's a prepare to lose, but it's all good.
I didn't know. I'm not a Celtics fan, so I'm never prepared to lose.
How many championships we got?
Hey, that's okay though. That's all right. That's okay.
We don't.
But yeah. Anyway, so this has been kind of fun. So we always get everybody. Y'all comment, and I'll read them off too as we go. So the first, I think this is going to be the game of the week. LA Rams. They stay on the East Coast. They go up to upstate New York. They go take on the Bills at Buffalo. They probably stay here somewhere on the East Coast. I don't know if they flew back or not. And Jay's coming on here. I guess he wants to do some picks too. What's up, Jay?
What's up, Jay?
Can you hear us? What's up, man?
I'm like, how are you?
I'm doing good. You want to do some picks with us, man?
Yeah, y'all. You didn't think I'd start the party without me, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I heard you. Party don't start till it's a Jay party up in here, right? So, all right. So we got the Rams at Buffalo. 2-0 versus 2-0. Buffalo had a lightning delay at Miami last week, and I think that kind of hurt that score a little bit for them. I'll take, since it's your first time doing it, Gunnar, I'll let you go ahead and pick who you think is going to win this game.
I got Buffalo winning that game.
It's got Buffalo going there.
Buffalo's just a better all-around team on offense and defense. Plus, they're playing at home.
Mr. Dub's family.
Bills.
What about you, Jay? Buffalo. And I'm going Buffalo. So all four of us will go Buffalo. Yeah, I just think where it's at Buffalo, and they've had to adjust biologically to being on the East Coast. I think Buffalo's got it. They got a better defense. And now LA, surprising, Malcolm Brown can run the ball. But if they were in LA, I'd take LA. But this was a good game a couple years ago in LA. I think it's going to be an even better game this time around. But next game is the surprising 2-0. The 2-0 Raiders go to New England to take on Medea and the New England Patriots.
I got the Patriots at home.
Gunners got New England.
I like what the Raiders are doing, but it's the
got
Patriots.
Medea. What about you, Jay?
No, give me the Raiders at that point.
Going with Las Vegas. Dubs.
I'm going Patriots.
I'm going to go with Sister Cam Newton as well. New England, I think they bounced back. He played pretty good last week. I think, and y'all tell me if I'm wrong, that play call was doomed from the start.
Yep.
Because they already had motion. They motioned the tight end down. Then they brought that back in motion set. I think everybody and their mama knew they were going to run left. I just thought that wasn't creative by Josh McDaniels. Maybe if you had somebody, why not try to throw the ball there? But
play action.
Somebody said on one of the comments on YouTube, they were like, you can make a soap opera with the New England Patriots and the Seattle Seahawks on the 1 yard line or inside the 5 or something like that. So days of our fives there with New England and Seattle. Kirk family member opens back the family barbecue, and the boys from Nashville, 2-0, go up against 0-2. I think this is a trap game. I really do. I think this is a trap game for Tennessee. I'm taking the Titans because I live in their market and I get to see their games every week. I think that they've got an opportunity. Arthur Smith gets this offense going with his play call and everything like that. And Mike Vrabel's such a steady hand. I think they'll be good. I think Mike Zimmer is on panic mode, and I think he's got to get some new glasses to see what he's doing out there. So I'm going to go with Tennessee. What say you, Dubs?
I'm going Vikings. You can't go down 0-3 if you got a chance of making the playoffs.
Mm-hmm. What about you, Jay?
I think the family man in this one. You're not trying to feed your family right now, because if you're 0-3, No
Yep.
chance of that happening.
You taking the family, man. Okay. What about you, Gunner?
I got the Vikings. I think Tennessee's pretty good, but they've gotten kind of lucky these last couple games, and I think the Vikings don't make the playoffs, but I think they get at least one win this week.
The Titanic, as Damien calls them. Damien, you and I got that makes me want to change my pick now. What's up? What's up, Washington diehard fan? AM Hunter, what's up? AM Hunter. Everybody saying Titans. Okay. Anna's in here. What's up, Leon Washington? That's not running back Leon Washington, is it? Brady would have thrown it. Why not? Can't exactly. They're right. Nikki, please. Washington play calling sucks. Yes, we know this. Dumbest play ever. Red, America's team. Y'all sure y'all's a disappointment. Raiders, game of the week. I think he was talking about their first game. So this game, I think, is going to be easy to pick, and I'm just going to ask it this way. Houston goes to Pittsburgh. Anybody in their crackhead mind want to take Houston?
I'll take Houston.
Oh, crap. Gunner will take Houston. Anybody want to be bold? Dubs, you want to be bold?
I'm not taking Houston.
Jay?
Yeah. I'm taking Pittsburgh.
Okay, that's right. Pittsburgh all the way. I don't see how in God's green earth, and I say this now, and then we're going to be sitting there with our mouths wide open like, I love Deshaun Watson. I loved it. I think he's one of the better up-and-coming quarterbacks in the NFL. But he had help. He got peanuts with David Johnson, who hasn't been right since his rookie year. You get rid of probably the best target in the AFC and send him over to the NFC in DeAndre Hopkins. And you look at what he's done for Kyler Murray. I mean, we saw it. First drive of the game for him. Landon Collins didn't even know what happened. Seriously, it's like he had a mini stroke right there. Hey, Purple, how you doing? Crack, that's right. Crack is whack. Gunner, you gotta be smoking some of that MetLife grass.
I did just come back from California.
Hey, there you go.
If Texas go 0-3, it's because they traded their offense away.
Right?
I mean, Bill O'Brien's probably one of the worst coaches in the league, and they win despite him. Watson's that good. I think they get it. This is kind of a trap game for Pittsburgh, and then just the bad luck that Houston's had. I just don't see them going down 0-3 now. Does Houston make the playoffs? Probably not. But I think they get one.
What's all into Etheridge? Yeah, we are Washington. That's right. I think, and I made this point on our on the radio show I do here locally. I said, who has Pittsburgh beat?
They beat a bad Giants team.
And who did they beat last week? Denver.
Yeah.
Denver's not good. The Giants aren't good. The Texans have the better. I think the Texans have the better quarterback right now in 2020. Not historically, but they have the better quarterback. I think Watson is better than Ben. Sue me if you want to, but I think right now, in current speaking, he's the better quarterback. San Francisco returns to MetLife Stadium after complaining about the grass. They take on the Giants this time in New York. I think this game is interesting. I don't count the Giants out in this game. Nick Mullins going to start at quarterback. Jordan Reed, thankfully he didn't see his shadow, so he didn't get a concussion, so he'll play. They knew Saquon Barkley's not playing for him. And I don't know what this game says how bad the Jets were because they were decimated. They didn't have their starting defensive end, Solomon Thomas, or Bosa for most of that game as well. I'll go with Dubs first. Who you got in this game? Not who you want, who you got.
Niners, Giants.
That's a tough one, man.
I'm gonna go for the Niners. I'm going for the Niners.
Jay, who you
No Saquon Barkley. No Nick Bosa. Give me the Niners.
Got the Niners. What's the point of having the better hammer if you got no nails? It's true. Gunner?
I got the Niners in a close one. I say they win by a late field goal.
Last time Nick Mullins started a game, I think it was on Thursday Night Football against the Raiders, and he played pretty well. I'm going with the Raiders. I'm not the Raiders. Shoot, God. I'm going with the 49ers. And y'all know how much I hate Kyle Shanahan. So I'm going with that little Mike's boy. I don't think I would have said this to begin the season. I thought it would be an inverse, but 2-0 Chicago goes to 0-2 Atlanta. And I think it's the same question with Chicago. Who the hell have they beat? What's up, fam? What's up?
So are you saying that the Falcons is somebody? Because I'm not going with the Falcons this week.
Okay, all right. You going with the Bears?
Yep.
He is rolling with Damien in the Bears.
Fool me once, fool me twice. You're not gonna fool me again.
Gunner, who you got?
Oh, you're gonna fool me. I'm taking the Falcons in this one.
There you go. I hear you. I think they get back. Jay, who you got?
Give me the Bears at this one. I got
you going
the
with the Bears? Oh, Lord.
The Bears.
The Bears. Giants win. Chicago's going to lose, right? Chicago by 7, Leon says. B. Nezel says Falcons. Washington diehard fan says Falcons. Yeah, I think this one, they get this right. Corey? Because I think I swear, hey, you know what? You know what did Arthur Blank make his money in? Home Depot, right? I heard that he bought a buzzsaw to split Dan Quinn in half if they lose this game.
If I would have been Arthur Blank, Dan Quinn would have been finding his own ride home last week.
Yeah, exactly. He
wouldn't even made it on that plane. He'd have been gone.
He gets back. The Bear, I swear, I don't trust Trubisky. Maybe after this game I will, but I'm not gonna trust Trubisky. You know, I think his biscuit is stale. Wasn't it a 3-point game against the Giants? Yeah.
I think there's going to be a bunch of coaches that are fired mid-season. I don't see Matt Patricia last in the season. I don't see Dan Quinn last in the season. There's a few coaches I don't think that are going to make it through the season. I think they'll be gone sometime this season.
How do you? And this is my question, playing devil's advocate. How do you justify that and what's going on right now
with the Falcons?
No, I'm just saying in general. Like, if you fire a lot of these coaches mid-season who aren't, who aren't winning, how can you justify that? Just because their record, because of they haven't had that time to prepare. I'm just playing devil's advocate. I would have fired Dan Quinn. Dan Quinn wouldn't have got on the plane, like you said.
Yeah, he's had a couple of bad seasons, and I was surprised that they actually kept him this season. And then going down 0-2 in that division, I mean, granted, the Saints haven't looked that great, and the Bucs haven't looked all that great, but you can't go down 0-3 in that division and expect them to come close to making the playoffs. So if they go down 0-3, they might as well fire him because they're not going to make the playoffs anyway. They might as well get started.
Right.
So I can see maybe that gives you a jolt and you actually start winning some games. Who knows?
Hey, I'm telling y'all, Atlanta, they get back on the good ship lollipop. Yes, y'all go run and tell Slitter I'm picking the Falcons. I bought some fool's gold. The Bungles go up against the found on the road dead Eagles in Philadelphia. Cincinnati, like and we kind of alluded to this. They've I think both their games as a combined have been 8 points differential in the 0-2. The kicker gets a cramp, and then the 5-point game down there on Thursday night. What's up?
Look, don't mind my looking like Django right now, but
Bro, you know good and hell well you don't look like no Django. You ain't never gonna look that dark or that small. You know that.
Man, oh man.
So you said we trip. You said some of us are tripping on here.
Yeah. Why
because-
would you pick? Hold on, bro. Why would you pick the Bears to win that game?
Nobody picked the Bears to.
I heard two people say
I
people
picked the
said the
Falcons.
Bears.
I did.
I know. Yeah, you're tripping.
I did.
Mitch Trubisky is the quarterback of that team. That's all I'm going to tell you.
He was the
Mitch-
quarterback the last 2 weeks and won.
You know what
Man.
Mitch rhymes with? That's all I'm saying.
Oh,
We keep it holy. We keep it holy on here though. So anyway, so who you got in Cincinnati and Philadelphia? Gunner, I'll go with you first.
I got Joe Burrow getting his first win.
Joe Burrow in Cincinnati, winning in Philadelphia. Dubs,
I'm gonna go Cincinnati.
Cincy. Jay,
I'll take the Bengals.
Cincinnati. I think y'all damn fools. I'm taking Philadelphia.
Yeah.
I think they get it right.
Get his first win. You serious?
I don't like Philadelphia. I hate Philadelphia. This is my Dallas pick from last week right here. Like I feel dirty picking this team. But I just think, Lord, don't hate on me. Cincinnati. We got a lot of Cincinnati folks. I mean, good God, oh my. Damon, I'm sorry. I will try to fight back to get you. If I send you a hubcap, will you resubscribe to me?
Maybe it's a little wishful thinking on the Bengals winning on my part because, God, it's been so much fun watching those Eagles fans, YouTubers just lose it. Oh, it's been so good.
The Bungles. Dwayne, you want to pick that game too?
Philly's winning that game by 14.
Okay.
I'm sorry. That
Philadelphia.
defense
Wow,
in Cincinnati is terrible.
Terrible,
That-
Kenny. Terrible. That's what I said.
It's terrible. I mean, did you see the way that the Browns just ran up and down the field on them like it was nothing? I don't care if Philly's line is hurt. I don't care. Philly has enough offense to move the ball against Cincinnati. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that defense did run through them like a prune juice through an old lady. So
You know what I got to tell y'all? Any given Sunday.
But you're right about that, but just not this Sunday.
I told you that last week when I said you should have picked Dallas, but you ain't listen to me.
I ain't never picking Dallas.
Now, Lord have mercy. You ain't never winning.
Hey, right now we tied.
It's a long season, man. The Jets go to Indianapolis to take on Old Man Rivers and his 86 kids. I don't know. And I'm just gonna say this right. Who in the hell would pick the Jets?
Yeah,
Not me.
Who?
Jets are going. Oh, they have a very
I
good
ain't
chance of
picking
going
the
0-16. They have a very good chance of going 0-16.
Jay,
That's not even missing.
brother. I know you're not taking the Jets.
Nope.
Nope. Okay, everybody. We are going to take bum arm Phillip Rivers and the Colts, all of us. Carolina, who figured out that they need to get the ball to their best offensive weapon on fourth down, finally figured that out, scored a touchdown, but he's not playing in this game. They travel out to LA to take on the Chargers. And I just got to hold on. I'm just gonna stop for a second though. How in the hell do you're a doctor of a professional football team and you puncture this dude's lung?
I don't know why he ain't fired yet. To be honest with you, I don't understand. I would
That's
fire
like
him.
malpractice and everything.
That's your team starting quarterback, man. I would have fired him.
Yeah. And I think that's why you saw Kansas City kind of struggle because they weren't prepared for Herbert. They were prepared for Tyrod. And those are two different quarterbacks.
Jan Orlovsky was talking about he's had the procedure a bunch when he was playing. And he said that's when you get that shot, they tell you it's a possibility that you might get your lung punctured.
Okay.
So
he knew
it's something that happens extremely rare, but it does happen. So yeah, it's crazy.
That's wild, man. Puncture that lung. And they kept on keeping a mysterious chest injury. I'm like, y'all know exactly what this was. I wouldn't have put it past if Anthony Lynn said, "Go puncture his lung for me real quick," but you know, but it's all good though. Dwayne, since you just got on here, I'll ask you, Carolina or the Chargers?
I like Justin Herbert getting his first win.
LAC.
You have to look at, Carolina's defense is not that great. It really isn't. So
not a good team.
It's not. So I think, and Justin Herbert actually played phenomenal football against the Chiefs. Even granted, it's his first start. They might not have prepared for him, but he's a rookie, just like not expected to play. And he's just thrown in there. He goes off. So I got to take Justin Herbert in that one.
I see your newest NASCAR fan beating this. Jay, who you got?
I'm actually gonna take Carolina in this.
Oh gosh.
I pray.
Pray for him, boys. Gunner.
I got the Chargers.
Chargers.
Too good a defense, and Herbert's not going to have to do a whole lot. They got enough firepower on offense.
Dubs is from the hood. They out there in Inglewood, so I think Dubs is going to go with the Chargers, right?
Yeah.
In the words of the governor, go Chargers, go. I'm taking the Chargers. Superchargers. And so in the media game of the week, Dallas goes to Seattle to take on my favorite quarterback, Dangerous. What do I need to say? Y'all, who wants to take Dallas?
Hell no.
Okay, there we go.
Seattle by 14.
Yeah.
Seattle by 13.
I think people are, I've heard a lot of Dallas fans say, "Oh, well, Dallas is, Seattle's defense is the worst in the league." I'm like, but at the same time, who are you stopping on that Seattle's offense?
Right.
Seattle can get stops. Seattle can get stops when they need to. Dallas's defense is not good. I'm sorry.
Man, gridiron crazy, bro.
And listen, when Bill Belichick said Russell Wilson's the best quarterback in the league, that's a fact. That's not a false statement. Yeah, people want to throw Mahomes up there, but Russell Wilson is the best quarterback in the National Football League. And it's not even close.
That's true. Dangerous. That's what I'm telling y'all. Russell Wilson. Yeah. So Gridiron, we watched the same YouTuber, Chisel Don. Y'all need to check him out. He's pretty funny. And that's where he got I turned a hoe into a housewife Wilson, because Sierra used to be putting out the goodies all the time. Tampa Bay goes to Denver. Tom Brady, he struggled in Tampa Bay, in Denver when he's played there. But no Peyton Manning there anymore. And I don't like Denver. I don't like Vic Fangio. Some of the crazy stuff he said in recent times, but other than that, I just don't think he has it as an NFL head coach. He was 60, being a rookie coach. I'm taking Tampa to actually do something. I think Leonard Fournette, he's going to hit a mile high, kind of like when he was in the Bayou, puff, run through the team. And I think Tampa Bay is going to win this game in their all pewters on Sunday. What says you, Mr. Dubs?
Tampa Bay.
Tampa. Gunner.
Don't want to, but Tampa.
Jay, what'd you say?
Give me Tampa.
Tampa. Mr. Expert.
They're making a run, man. Them boys are making a run in Tampa Bay. I feel it coming.
Okay. God, I don't even know why I'm wasting y'all's time asking you this next game. Arizona hosts Detroit.
Oh my God. Hey, you got a DFS. Hey, look, you got a DFS lineup. You better put every Cardinal in there. I'll tell you that right now. That's gonna be a boat race.
Anybody want to take Matt Patricia?
They tied last year.
What'd you say? Yeah, they tied last year. Year after Detroit had a double-digit lead. See, they're good at blowing leads in the first half and say in the first game of the season. So
Cardinals
next. Yes, as Yuki says, Cardinals next. Anybody want to take Detroit?
I'll take Detroit.
I'll buy you. What'd you say?
I'll take him. Screw it. Let's go.
Hell, I said,
Don't take them just to be different. Come on, man.
I'll send you a chicken.
Hey, they got to win sometime.
Don't take them to be different.
But not this time.
Yeah, we are. We are cousins. My mom and his dad are first cousins. So yes. Yeah, that's my cousin right there. And believe it or not, even though I have this youthful face, I'm the older one. So you know,
You can tell by that hairline you're the older one too.
hey man, don't hate on the hairline. Don't hate on the hairline, man. That's wisdom right there. Man, come on, man. Just because you got that just for men and everything, don't mean you gotta be feeling on people's hairlines.
Hey, it's okay. Look, I just pulled a couple gray hairs out my beard, so you know, I don't know if you're there yet.
I'm there too, man. I got them on the side. I got them everywhere. Green Bay on Sunday night goes to New Orleans. I think this could be a playoff matchup. Drew Brees didn't look good on Monday night, but in Green Bay's looking like they might be the real deal offensively and defensively. Gunnar, who you got in this one?
I'm going to take Green Bay. I think they're just playing better right now. I think they'll start to fade towards the end of the year. I think they're just hot right now, but I think Green Bay.
Dubs.
Packers.
Jay.
Because of the Green Bay and it's Aaron Rodgers, I don't want to be wrong twice in a row. I'm taking Green Bay.
He's a bad man. Dwayne.
Well, as you said, that man, number 12 in Green Bay, is a bad man. And this is Drew Brees' last year. I'm sorry. He just he doesn't look the same. And you could tell I think that team is dejected from what happened to him last year as well. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm riding with the Packers on that one.
Yeah, you let Kirk family member come in there and actually win a playoff game in overtime. And then, in the words of our fellow receding hairline brethren, Stephen A. Smith, that's a bad man. Give me Green Bay and the Dairymen. I'm taking it. I am going with them. I'm going with Packers. And then this might be.
They don't have Michael Thomas, and the biggest thing about New Orleans is that home field advantage. But if that place isn't packed, there's no. I mean, that takes out the huge advantage.
It does. You know, and I said the same thing about Seattle and their home field advantage. Why the Patriots were able to hang with them for so long. That 12th man is different. That makes a difference in a ball game.
Oh, yeah.
You know, so you know, like a team like Washington.
Yeah.
Like a team like Washington, you know, home field advantage doesn't matter. No fans. That's what they're used to is no fans. So it doesn't bother them. But look, I got to throw that shot at my team. But you know, the home field advantage matters to a team like Seattle and Green Bay's actually been boat racing everybody, but definitely the Saints.
That might be one good thing that's actually helping the Skins is not having fans. That's one less thing they have to deal with.
I agree.
With all that noise, they can focus on other stuff. So.
I agree.
So they said cheese balls. Yes, sir. Yep. Bad man. That's right, Armand. Jameis Winston might take his spot. I mean, I would like to see that, but
you see Brees throw now? He used to be able to huck it with his arm. He has to put his whole body in that ball to get it.
Was that the hand that he hurt last year? Was it his throwing hand?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
So he still hasn't got that. It's just it probably got rheumatoid arthritis now. So
you forget how many passes he's thrown in that arm. I mean, he's been slinging this whole career, and he's kind of old. I mean, I think his arm's gone. He's having to put his whole body into throws now.
He's always been a hard thrower of the ball. Anyway, you could just see. I think he probably compensates for it because he's like 6'1".
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
So,
yeah. That's being generous. Yeah, that's being generous.
So, and then in the other game of the week, Monday Night Football, Baltimore hosts Kansas City. This one's going to be a fun game. Dwayne, who you got in this one? This one really is a toss-up game.
It is, but I'm going to take Baltimore. And the reason being, I think Baltimore is primed and they're ready to go. That defense, those two corners that Baltimore have, is the best corner duo in the league. It's not close. So yeah, I like Baltimore in that one, especially with that defense. They can definitely cause trouble for Pat Mahomes.
Gunner.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's Baltimore. I think they're just a better all-around team, especially right now. You ask me this question in the playoffs, I may have a different answer, but
Playoffs?
I think Baltimore at home right now.
They're trying to win a game.
Yeah, playoffs. I hope we win a game. Jay, what do you think, man?
No, I'll be out there. I'm taking Kansas City. This is
Kansas City.
This is only week 3 of Patrick Mahomes, and we haven't seen that full-fledged version, that dynamite version of him, just yet.
Okay. Dubs.
Ravens.
Kind of tossed with this one in my spirit. I tossed with this one in my spirit for a long time, and I said, you know what? I love my homeboys. I really do. And I like the fact that Andy Reid, as a fellow fat brother, he can take the sneeze guard from a buffet line and put it on his face. I just think that's real fat man energy. I love it. With that being said, at the end of the day, a buffet cannot hold a jockstrap of a good Baltimore crab cake. I am taking Lamar Jackson. I'm taking the Ravens because if you want to be the man, you got to beat the man. I think they will do it on Monday night in the All Blacks. Ravens win that game, so I'm taking them there. Yeah, but I don't know. And then we get into our game, boys. As we go around the horn, and we're gonna figure out what in the hell do we have to do to beat the Cleveland Browns, move to 2-1 for the first time since 2018. Gunnar, you and I talked about it starting off. What do we get? What does the Burgundy and Gold have to do to win this ball game?
Our front four definitely has to slow the run down to prevent the play action. I think if they get that running game going, it's going to be Ronald Darby's going to be toast deep. Got to stop the running game, and we just can't go down 17-0 again. Even like I said earlier, even if we don't score early, we got to have some kind of drive. Even if it's a couple of first downs, we got to get something going. So,
let's go, Jay. What do you think we got to do to win?
Yeah, like I said, we really like Gunner said, we can't go down 17-0. We need to be consistent with running the ball down the field. And then I was just going to find on defense. We can't let the long ball get away from us that fast. Ronald Darby needs to get his act together. Because if not, he's going to be, again, lost in the woods like last week.
All right. Now, Dwayne, this ain't Little Union, so don't go long-winded on me now. But what do you think we need to do to beat the Cleveland Bow movements on Sunday?
Offense. It's just offense. That's simply what it is. It's going to be offense. I think the defense is. I would say I like to think the defense is still, even with the tiny mistakes, the defense is still is actually good. The defense is actually good. You have to, if you really look at it. So offense is going to be the name of the game. Protect Dwayne Haskins. Give him a chance to throw the ball. You have to give him a chance. Now, do I think has he made some mistakes? Yes, but if you give the offense a chance, everything else is going to work itself out.
Brother Dubs.
I agree with him. We got to open up the offense. And Haskins, Dwayne got to stop looking like Dwayne Leftwich out there and turn into Haskins.
Oh, come on now. I don't think. I don't know. That's a different kind of fool right there. It was Marcus Russell. So for me, it's about opening this playbook. I gave him a hard time last week in the offense. I gave Scott Turner a hard time. I said it. I said he talked about his offense being more cerebral than his daddy's. He forgot to put the hemorrhage part in there, right? Because it looks like we were having cerebral hemorrhages out there in the passing game. I think it's predicated on the run. You got to run the ball. And you saw what Antonio Gibson can do. you see what he can do offensively. Feed him the rock. He's about the same size as Adrian Peterson. Is he about 6'1", 220 some odd pounds? I think maybe 225 on a good day, right? So give him the opportunity to run. He's quicker than your blockers. He can make up for some holes in that run game with that run blocking. Gunner and I talked about it at the beginning. Damn it, Dontrell Inman. It's third and 3. Do not run 2 yards. Run 4. Run 3.5. But do not run under the sticks. You gotta have better ball presence there. Terry McLaurin, you be good in that respect right there. Logan Thomas, he got a hard rap because he was targeted 9 times, 4 catches. A couple of those things were a little high, a little wide of him. Dwayne's got to settle down. Ron even said he's got to settle down a little bit. Instead of being fast, he needs to be a little bit more accurate, right? So I think if he slows down, let the game come to him, I think he'll be all right. This is a good test for him. Kind of like it's similar to Philadelphia. They've got a lot of injuries in that secondary. Pray to God that Denzel Ward doesn't play, right? Defensively, I'm tired of seeing barbecues in our secondary. I love food, like I said, but you've got to know, you've got to cover these guys because Odell Beckham, just as much as he loves crap, he will give it right back to you. No pun intended. But and then Jarvis Landry, I think if he's healthy, I think he's the best wide receiver on that team. Don't at me on that one.
I agree.
And then that running back duo is good. Domestically speaking, Kareem Hunt, he gives you a good punch. And then Nick Chubb in his second year. Well, this is his second year, right?
Yep.
So he looked pretty good as well too. You got to stop those cats. I think Willis is on the left side, right? That rookie tackle. So him going up against Chase Young, I think that's going to be a fun battle to watch as well. And I think they can win this game. It'll be close again. I'm not giving any scores. I'm done giving scores because I can't predict scores worth a squat. Anybody want to give a score prediction? Anybody? Dub said he wanted to give a score prediction.
I ain't giving one. Nope.
Gunner, you live boldly. You want to give a score prediction?
You guys are thinking it's going to be high scoring. I think it's going to be low scoring.
I do too.
The lower it is, I think the better our chances are.
I think it's 24-21-ish.
That's too much. That's too much. I'd say 17-14. I'm not going to lie to you.
So in the 2 games in the 2000s that they played, in 2008 and 2004, those games were decided by 4 points or less. And it was 17-13 in Cleveland in favor of Cleveland, and it was 14-11 in favor of Washington in Jim Zorn's first year. The last couple of times Washington's dropped 30 plus points on them, but they've been close games. Like that Cleveland's played with Tusk. It was Kirk Cousins' first start as a pro quarterback in Cleveland in December of 2012. They won 38-21, but they were down by a score or 2 in that game. In 16, Cleveland, it took Josh Norman. Actually, I didn't know Josh Norman was capable of this, but he picked off the quarterback. And Kirk Cousins had under 200 yards passing in that game. And Washington came out. So the scores have not been indicative of how close this series has been. So I think the lower the score, I think it features Washington here. Now, Franklin says 10-9 Cleveland.
It very well could be.
B Missile score Washington more. I like that. 2017, we're giving the scores. Browns win. Come on, Chris. Why, brother? Why you do this to me?
No, I get 16.
Okay. Let's see. We got to stop. Will says we got to stop the run game. If we can rattle Baker Mayfield, get some turnovers, we can win. I heard Denzel Ward may be doubtful. I hope he is, because if he's doubtful, I get a little bit more happy in my regards there. The toilet bowl. No, the toilet bowl was last night.
Yes, it
In the
was.
Florida, it was the Florida Trash Bowl by Arm & Hammer or something. You know, it was. A.M. Hunter says he has my homeboy. Oh gosh.
Because we know Baker's going to turn it over, so
Yeah.
that's one extra possession. But at the same time, we can't have what happened to us last week. It needs to be more like week 1. We can't be muffin punts or Haskins getting blindsided and
Yeah, and that's one thing. Earlier, I heard y'all talk when y'all were talking about it. I was doing something, so I couldn't hop on. And I want to say, like, I saw so many comments on Facebook from these Washington fan groups of Haskins is terrible. I'm like, and they like somebody put up like stills of that sack fumble.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, and they're like, I was like the last still was right before Haskins got hit. I was like, yeah. He's like, oh, Terry McLaurin's wide open in the end zone. I was like, and as soon as he's going to throw the ball,
Jones is like, hey, how you doing?
He was getting destroyed as soon as he threw the ball. So I'm like, he had no time on that play. Had he had time, yeah, it was an easy touchdown.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Haskins has missed on some throws, but guys, we have got to give him a chance. What we do every year when it comes to our quarterbacks is, he did bad this game. You got to take him out. We need somebody else. Nobody can play bad. Nobody can play bad. He has not thrown an interception since his first game back when they put him in. They put him in again halfway through the season.
He's Carolina, maybe that last week, because he fumbled against Philadelphia, but I don't think he turned the ball over.
Right, he's done a pretty good job, surprisingly, protecting the football.
Mm-hmm.
We just need the points to happen. That's what it comes down to. We gotta get the line right. Because I don't think Christian is the answer, and I don't think Wes Martin's the answer. I'm sorry, but you have to fix that.
I'm more bullish on Wes Martin than I am on Christian.
Yeah,
I think there's hope for Martin. I've never really thought Christian was very good.
Yeah, but it's the line play has been so bad. Terry McLaurin has been open a lot this season. I'm not going to lie. I've looked back and watched. He's been wide open multiple times, but what can you do when your line's not protected?
Yeah, that is we're probably in the worst left tackle situation in
absolutely
20 years.
Absolutely.
And y'all, like, seriously, if you're and I hate saying this, but if you're a real Washington fan, you will know that we have been blessed at left tackle.
Absolutely.
Chris Samuels, Trent Williams, we have been blessed.
Absolutely.
And
Trey Johnson.
Yeah. Trey.
That was
there he goes.
That was big boy. There you go.
There he goes. There he goes.
You gotta take a mallet. Get his helmet on. It was a big boy.
I blame this all on Dwayne. I blame a lot of this. This is on Scott Turner as well.
Yes.
Scott's got to figure out what works for your quarterback in this situation. Like, what he does better on quick reads, slants. He was hitting those slants. That's what we saw, right? Every time he hit Terry, it was like on a slant. Inside slant. Boom, boom, boom. Good. You've got to give him those opportunities. Whether it's like he doesn't need to throw these 12-yard. People always talk about he has issues making the mid-range throw. Okay, then. If he has issues, maybe it's a confidence thing, right? And I even did the numbers. I talked to Dubs early in the week. On third down this season, his throws, he's 7 of 21 on third down. To me, that's where you need to go and look at is what are you doing? Why are we 7 for 21 on third downs when you drop back? What am I doing?
Maybe we have too far to go. We're not getting this third down and 3rd and 2, 3rd and 3, we're 3rd and 9, 3rd and 7, and he's having to throw, and they just bring the house, and we have our lines beat up. And Terry's really the only one that gets open. So
right. Let me see here. I'm gonna look this up. Dwayne Haskins. But y'all know I love situational.
But you also got to think about it too. I mean, no preseason. Scott Turner's really
exactly.
Offensive line on the left
absolutely.
side, super young. Our receivers are all super young. Haskins he's only played 9 games. Like I said, you got 2 wide receivers that are learning to play running back. A quarterback learning to play tight end. So,
I mean,
Haskins needs to set his feet better, but at the same time, it's everybody's screwing up. So
if you put it in perspective, this is an extremely young team. Thomas Davis and Ryan Kerrigan are the oldest players on the team. Those are your 2 oldest players. Everybody else is in their mid-20s. They're extremely young. Their core talent is extremely young. So that is where you got to take with a grain of salt to say, okay, we have all this young talent. They have shown even this year through all the craziness. A lot of the young talent has shown. Okay, this dude can ball. Chase Young he's showing that he's probably going to be an All-Pro player. Let's be honest. John Allen's been balling. Kerrigan's been balling. Sweat's been balling. Troy Apke, he can go somewhere. I'm good on that. but overall, you have to look at the big perspective. What did Ron Rivera say when they were talking about why didn't you call the timeouts? He's like, I'm not looking at it by this game. I'm looking at the long-term perspective of what I want. That's what you have to look at.
He quit. That I'm sorry. If you got you can't take them to that's one thing I had a problem with. You can't take those timeouts to the house, right?
Yeah, I agree with you.
Use them. You can't take them to the house. I get where he's coming from, but to me, that sounded weak. That really did. I think that's one of the more disappointing things I've heard from Ron. Was I'm like, bro, what? You've got these timeouts here. You can't take them to the house. See what you got. Build confidence going into next week. I guess Vegas told him not to do it. Cutting AP put unnecessary pressure on Haskins, which takes McLaurin out of the offense. I hear you. But yeah, I don't know if y'all can see this or not. I hate I gotta figure out the zoom here. But if you look right here on third down and 1 to 3 to go, they were 2 of 7. They've been 2 of 7 this season. On third down and 3 or less.
Running game.
The number between the mid-range from 7 yards and 4 yards to go, they are 2 of 7. So they're 50-50 there. And this will screw with your mind even more. On third down and 10, 8 to 10 yards, they are 3 of 7. But when it's 11 yards or more to go, they're 0 for 3 on that. So, if I'm a scout, I'm looking at this stuff and bro, what do we help you, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know, man, but that's just something I thought was interesting. The fact that, and this number is not different from last year. It's the same thing with KOC that they had. Is what in those interchangeable offenses that they had there.
My thing is, granted the fact that I guess you didn't know that preseason was going to be canceled or stuff like that.
Yeah.
If I was Ron Rivera, as much as I like Scott Turner, I probably would have kept KOC just for the fact that you're not doing a full revamp of your entire offense. You already have the pieces because outside running back, they didn't really bring anybody different, So why not keep that same continuity? All right. He knows that, we're just going to roll with it for a year to see how it goes. If it doesn't work, all right, we'll bring somebody else in. But at least they should roll with KOC for at least 1 year.
But he's loyal to Norv. He's loyal to his people. Norv got him that job, gave him that job out there, and when they were with the Chargers. Yeah. He didn't resign after Lovey screwed him out there in Chicago. If y'all don't know this story, y'all need to go look into that. And so Norv, he's been loyal to Norv in that situation. And Scott, The one thing I've been impressed with Scott is in this offense. Last year, when he took over in that last month, they were averaging about 3.5 turnovers per game in the month of December. They've granted, everybody's probably ready to go back to the house and be done with it. But I mean, at the end of the day, they look, they look a world better since he's had a season, off season to get it together. COVID has not helped this situation. Like I said, and Scott has talked about we're going to try different combinations, see what works and what doesn't. Obviously, we know what's not working and what is working at this point. On the defense, and I got an idea for a T-shirt, right? And y'all tell me, I know this is going to sound stupid. I'm not happy with Apke. Would you wear that shirt?
I like it. I would like a shirt like that.
Would y'all wear a shirt like that?
That's hilarious.
I would.
And did you just put? I'm trademarking that shit. Really, I am. I'm gonna be like, I'm not happy with Apke, and it's just like him backpedaling or something, and like me, it'd be my big butt running for a cheeseburger or something in the end zone.
Like,
I mean, the probably gets blown up on 9 routes. Like what?
But, that to me is so absurd. I actually had a lot of faith in that man.
Some family you are.
No, not the shirt idea.
I know.
I'm talking about him getting blown by. It's like, dude, you're a free safety. If it's cover 3, which they do play a lot of cover 3, you have the deep thirds, the deep middle thirds. How is there somebody just blowing? A tight end is blowing past you, bro. What are we doing? Like, come on. Like, all in all, if Ronald Darby and Troy Apke didn't have their brain farts, the defense would be scary. It would actually be scary. I'm not going to lie to you. I with Kendall Fuller playing, I feel so confident at least one side of the field will be taken care of.
Maybe they take Darby out and put Kendall Fuller in instead.
Damn, what in the world? I hope so. Lord,
I wouldn't be mad. I wouldn't be mad about that. I like Fabian Moreau. I don't know what they put in his food, but Buddy is balling.
Can't they call up Earl?
I mean, you probably got to sign his brother and his wife and his brother's girl, which is probably his wife too. They don't want that headache.
You don't want
that drama.
They don't want the drama, but
Eric Reed is on speed dial.
I would seriously consider, depending on where this team is, like halfway through the season, would I consider Earl Thomas if he's available? Absolutely, because especially if Troy is getting roasted. Yeah, if he's getting burnt toast and coffee time, absolutely.
See,
thank you,
Sanchez. I've been saying this for a while now, but COVID was definitely a bad thing for the most part. But in a way, I think it's been a really good thing for this team. With as young of a team as we have, not expecting to win, you want to challenge these players as much as possible. So what has this done? These guys are sink or swim. Either they're going to pick things up fast and adapt, or they're not. So if they're not, then, I mean, this is like the ultimate test. So if they're not, then boom, move on next year and see what, but this has been the best test, I think, to actually see what we do have. I'm glad we haven't brought in any big names. Let's just ride it out, see what we got.
Yeah.
For next year, and then we can go out in free agency or draft or whatever and move forward.
I think you're 110% right there, Gunner. And my biggest thing, and I've said this before, I know our fans are smarter than what we appear to be. Like we've got to be. But people who want to blow this crap up in week 2 without a preseason, and it's okay to be frustrated. Like don't get me wrong. Like it's okay to be pissed off. Saying, "Oh, this is the same BS we saw with nipple twisting and strippers and making it rain." Shout out to Skins fan all day. That. But at the end of the day, this is a process. Yeah. It's not going to take. It's going to take longer, and I think if we had lost to Philadelphia, I think people would have been more understanding. We would have been like, well, this is new. This is week 1. But the opportunity, how they came back and just dominated in the second half, that spoiled us. That really did. It spoiled it made our perceptions unrealistic. Now, do I still think this team can go 8-8, 7-9, 9-7? Yes, I still think that, because I think they can win 3 games and then back into 3 other, and at the end of double up and then back into 3 games at the max. So I'm just gonna tell people, calm the hell down, watch, enjoy it. When we do something good, enjoy it. When we do something bad, it's okay to be frustrated, but stop saying this is over with. This is we can't do, like, people want to fire. I've seen ignorant bastards who wanted to fire Ron Rivera this week. Did I not agree with him holding them timeouts? Yes, but like Will said, he said it's for and he was trying to save us from injury. Something that we have dealt with ever since Jay Gruden has been there. We've been like the most injured team in the NFL. And that's what you got to have. Leaders have a vision, y'all. And it's not the sight, it's the vision. So I don't know, but y'all, we just need to calm the hell down. Watch this team. And
like I said earlier, I'm not going to be worried.
We got to give Dwayne Leftwich time.
Dub's already jumped. Dub's burning the ship up now. Win now and later. That is a good candy, though. But I agree with you, Ben Nizzle.
Yeah, like I said, I won't start worrying until after the bye week. If we don't start seeing improvement, then we're definitely gonna have issues. It's not the coaching staff; it's just a young team. But we'll see who's really improving and who's not improving, and then that's what we will go after in the draft or free agency.
Right. What's up, awesomeness?
Yeah. I'm gonna say
I don't
like this,
agree
man.
with everybody talking about Haskins, though. I still think you got to give Haskins the whole year. Like,
I agree with that. I think Corey's giving Washington fans too much credit, saying that a lot of them, majority of them, are smart. But
I think. I did not give him credit. I'm like, dude, you know how I am, because you and I have talked about this.
They're so
I'm
fickle,
like,
man. I love this team, but gosh, with some of these fans, like what I tried to do at this point, when I watched that Cardinals game, I'm gonna be 100% honest with you, I had no type of upset emotions. I was like, it is what it is. Like you cannot get upset watching this team this year. Don't let it frustrate you, because it's a young team. I don't expect them to come out and just ball out and win every game. After every game, I'm not calling for somebody's head. You have to be realistic. I wish, and the way I put it to people, when you're watching the game, you get upset. You don't understand why Brandon Sheriff stepped left instead of right. Why did he chip off the tackle and go to the backer? What you don't, if you're not understanding the true X's and O's, it's hard for you to get a true grasp of why things happen. Like that sack fumble, again, it wasn't Dwayne's fault. Should he have tried? I mean, I don't understand. He didn't even have enough time to tuck that ball, because that pressure was there. Boom, just like that, he was there. So, I mean, you just have to temper expectations. Like I said before, those 8 sacks, it spoiled the hell out of us. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
It did.
No, I
it
agree.
spoiled us.
You're 110% right. I mean, the thing that, and he probably gunshot at this point, but like, you think in the second half, in the second quarter, late in the second quarter, where they had the opportunity where they were kind of driving and he gets sacked and puts them out of field goal range, I will blame that on him.
Yeah,
I will blame that on him,
yes.
because he's got to have that presence of mind to get rid of that ball.
Absolutely.
And live to fight another day.
Absolutely. I 100% agree on that one. I 100% agree. Yeah. But when you're watching that game and you get the interception, then you fumble, then you on that same drive after the fumble, you cause them to punt, then you muff the punt. You put yourself behind, right? You were already down a touchdown. Now you're down 14. Then you go around and give a field goal. You're down 17-0. Like boom, just like that. And then you're all of a sudden, everybody immediately like, oh, it's Dwayne. He did it. It's like, what?
Right.
Like, what? Yeah, there was plays where Terry McLaurin was wide open, but he didn't have a chance to throw Terry the ball.
Scary.
Like, maybe it's the games that we go up on that we're going to win, because I think the defense can hold the lead. It's the games that we go down. That's what I'm worried about.
I think the defense is top 10, and that's not. And I don't care, even with all the getting burnt, that's still a top 10 defense in my eyes. The way they play, they play pretty good. They actually get. I'm gonna be honest with you. The amount of sacks, I think they're leading the league when it comes to sacks right now.
11.
Yeah.
When was the last time you saw that? Like, let's be honest. Like, let's be honest. This team is not a team that was known to get sacks. Well, Kerrigan, outside of Kerrigan, who else was going to get you sacks? Nobody. So,
my thought behind that Kerrigan situation, he was playing out of position and getting sacks.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
I think we definitely have a top 10 defense, but I don't think the stats are going to show up by the end of the year because I just don't think our offense is going to be good enough. And our defense is going to be on the field a lot.
And the sad thing is, they were on the field a lot versus the Cardinals, and they still played pretty darn good. That's the crazy thing. Yeah, you gave up the touchdowns, but you have to understand if a team has a full field to drive, most of the teams have not really did. Not the Cardinals, nor did the Eagles. Did they outside the first couple of drives Philly had? Mm-hmm. They didn't drive down the field like that for the rest of the game. Philly's offense was shut down. Yeah. Arizona's touchdowns came on short fields. Like what? So that's why I say temper your expectations and just be like, damn, these boys on defense are actually playing pretty good. Not Troy Apke and Ronald Darby, but everybody else is they're playing pretty good. John Bostic has surprised me. Because I was ready. I wanted to cut him. I'm ready for Sean Dion Hamilton to hit the field, but John Bostic has surprised me.
KPL had 15 tackles on Sunday. So
and I'm still ready for him to get off the field. But
this defense is going to be really good. But we're still early in the season where guys are still relatively healthy. If the offense doesn't get it together, you start getting later in the season, guys start getting banged up. A lot more wear and tear on the body. The defense just won't do the whole thing. Our offense is going to have to be.
This reminds me of the 2004 edition of this team when they had that dominant defense in Greg Williams' first year, and they traded all that. But this year we don't have a Mark Brunell, right?
Nope.
I think that this is what we see where it took them 11 weeks to score 20 plus points. And then at this point, and the one thing I'm looking for the offense is it's not the fact that they need to keep on scoring. I need them to show me they can sustain drives. Because I brought this point. I don't know if you heard this either, Dwayne. Dubs might not have heard it. I told Dubs this. Out of the last 18 games this team has played, 10 of those drives, those opening drives, they're opening drives. 10 of those drives have ended in a 3-and-out or a turnover. And I think only a few of those have went, and the rest of them may have went multiple drives. I think maybe one of them was a scoring drive. And I think that was the game we were at. So they did score in that opening drive. Back seven is trash to serviceable at best. I think the back four is trash, but I don't know about the back seven. I think the linebackers are better than what they're advertising. They're kind of showing that. We're the youngest team in the league, and this is pandemic year. No OTAs, mini camps, rookie camps, and abbreviated training camps. Also, new schemes, system management, coaching, patience, nation. That's right. Yeah, absolutely right. Yeah. D-line is top 10. Definitely top 10 defense. No, I think we'll be in the middle of the pack this year, just because that secondary is going to be a liability. I'm like, seriously, call State Farm because you're going to need some good liability insurance on your car with that. Christian Kirk on Ronald Darby.
Yeah, that's the one thing you have to look at too. Landon Collins honestly has actually played pretty decent outside of a couple bonehead mistakes with the personal fouls. He's actually played pretty decent. But
did you see that first touchdown Arizona had?
No, I agree. I agree. Again, outside he's had a couple of boneheaded plays. I said that, but I think I said decent. I didn't say outside. I said he's played pretty decent. But when it comes down to, you have to think, this team's going to have almost $90 million in cap space next year. This team is young. The defense is actually good, and they're going to have $90 million in cap space to play with.
Could
Like,
be
come
even more
on,
if we don't
guys.
re-sign. Could be even more if we don't re-sign
Wow.
Sheriff.
They're going to bring back Sheriff. They can't afford to let him go. You cannot afford to let him go. You
I'm
can't.
sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Look, I'm sorry. If my 2015 vehicle is still busting up every time I drive it and take it on some mileage, I'm taking that damn thing to the dealership and saying, "Give me something else." So
But
no.
they can't. But look, they can't afford it. They the reason I say that they can't afford it, you can't create more holes on your line unless you know you're going to get a surefire replacement. Because at the end of the day, he is a Pro Bowl. He's a Pro Bowl guard.
But at what price do you bring him back?
Yeah,
'Cause
right.
I'm not bringing him back for top dollar.
But here's the thing: no matter what, he's going to get top dollar no matter where he goes. Right?
That's fine. Let him go somewhere else then. I mean,
I think it really just depends on where we finish the season. If we're going to be super high, and we might be able to get that tackle from Oregon, who I think is going to go super high, then have him left tackle. Then you can move Sadiq Charles to left guard, move Wes Martin to right guard, and then you got Moses.
I'm ready for the Morgan Moses experience to be done with personally. But
he's the best offensive lineman they got.
Right now, he is absolutely. I mean, that's not. Hey, hold on, Corey. That's not saying much.
Wait a minute now. Hold on.
But can he get better with time?
But stop. But and you're right, Dubs. But stop me. Did this man just not defend Brandon Sheriff and paying him an ass load of money? But then Morgan Moses.
I think hold on. Morgan Moses is not better than Brandon Sheriff in my eyes. This is coming from somebody who coaches the offensive line. I don't think that I will never say that. So
talent wise, definitely he's not. But talent. I mean, if he's not on the field, then what good is that talent? I mean, I'd rather spend.
No, I 100% agree. Brandon Sheriff, he got hurt towards the end of last season. So outside of that, for the most part, he had been on the field outside of now and then towards the end of last season. For the majority of the time, he's been on the field. So I mean, you can't.
I don't think he finished the season before. Did he finish the season before that?
No. He was hurt. He was hurt early on in the season because he missed that first Giants game when Dwayne Haskins got butt. Excuse me, I forgot this is a family show, but you know what I mean.
Family show.
Yeah. When they pulled the Vaseline out on him in
No. This is Ice Cube. There's no Vaseline.
Yeah, Rough Rider. So anyway, hold on. So since you're defending our illustrious guard that we picked so high, let me see where am I at?
I love Sheriff. I definitely want him back, but at the same time, for how much and
hold on,
he has not went through a full season since his second season in the NFL.
He's been for 5 years, right?
He's been there 5 years. Last year he started 11 games and appeared in 11. The year before that, it was 8-8. The year before that, 14-14.
He missed I think he missed the last 2 games of the season the year before that. I remember correctly. But I mean, yeah, I understand what you're saying. So how much? Let me ask you, what is too much money to pay Brandon Sheriff in your eyes?
Too much money. So what's the going rate right now for guards?
Less than a tackle, but he wants tackle money.
I'm not giving him tackle money.
He couldn't play tackle in the NFL. That's what somebody told me. We should kick him. We should kick him forward. He can't.
That's why they put him in at guard. Because remember, everybody thought that they were going to put him at right tackle, and they're like, nah, they kicked him in the guard. He's a great guard.
Yeah. I think he's making $15 million this year on the franchise tag, isn't he?
Jesus God, no, he don't deserve that much money. I'd maybe give him 10.
But he's not going to take less if he's making 15 on the franchise tag this year.
What is Zach Martin's
hold on,
deal?
real quick, fellas. Hold on before we get into it. Landry, thank you for the super chat. Appreciate you, brother. I know Inman is a vet. We'll go back to this Sheriff thing. I know Inman is a vet and all, but Isaiah Wright needs a shot. Let's see what that young man can do. I'm tired. That's a failed experiment. I'm over with. You're with the Morgan Moses experience. I'm tired of Dontrell Inman.
Yeah, me too. Absolutely.
This cat went to UVA, so I got to support him. But I mean, I'm all for anything. If you really are talking about changing pieces on this team, you've seen what you got. Why not give this cat a chance? It's the same. It's the Steve Sims theory, right? You got to go out there and give him the opportunities to succeed. Right or wrong?
No, you're right.
Seeing that kid they got from
Liberty
in the draft.
Gandy Golden.
No, was it the guy that they picked up from San Diego State? I think it was a play line. I wouldn't mind seeing him try to. Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing him get a few.
I think that's why I think that dude might be the truth. In that respect, I really do think he's going to be the truth, Ishmael, because he can play all three interior spots, and he'll get his opportunity.
Try him at guard, or try Sadiq Charles at guard.
But why not? Why not start Isaiah Simmons? Oh God, yeah, you're right, Yuki. I am getting it. Why not throw right back there on a couple of punt returns or on the kickoff? I think he is on the kickoff on the depth chart. But
might as well. I wouldn't mind it.
No.
Why not? Like right now, in the words, and I'm channeling Mr. Brown, right? He always said he's on that'll do diet, right? And what do you say? Put Isaiah Simmons back. That'll do. Start. Let's see what Keith Ishmael can do. That'll do. That's all we need. That'll do. Okay, let's just try it.
This is our experimenting season. I don't care if we're pulling guys that we know are going to start in the future. Pull them out to put some of these younger guys in and see what they can do. I mean, this is the best year to try all this stuff.
Absolutely. I agree 100. I agree. You and I are on the same page here. But back to my maligned cousin now. So the sheriff supporter that he is, I mean, how much you gonna pay him, bro? How much you gonna pay him?
Let me ask you this: what's Zach Martin's contract?
Let's go look this up. You not gonna pay him Zach Martin money.
I'd play him just under Zach Martin money, so that's why I'm asking what's Zach Martin's contract.
I'm about to say you, and thank God Red isn't up in here. Lord, I'd be in trouble if I said that. He'd be like, "That's right, Playboy. You tell him."
Well, shoot, Eric Flowers got what, 10, 12 million from the Dolphins?
Yeah, but I wouldn't have paid Eric Flowers that much. You know,
was he getting 10 per year?
Yeah, something like that.
And
I give Sheriff 12 then. And that's it. I Sheriff 12 per year. I just give him that.
I'd say 12. Yeah, I'd say 12, 13 mil for me, I'd be okay.
He's making 15 he's making 15 on the franchise tag.
Yeah,
he's not going to take 12.
So that's exactly what I say. Bye. See you later. Bye.
It's like Dak Prescott.
And his ex-girlfriend come in the office one time, and you know what she said to him? Bye. That's what I said to Branch. Bye. See you later. Go somewhere else.
All I know is you have to look at whoever the free agents are this year.
Right.
I don't know if the free agent class is going to be as deep as it was this year. But again, there's almost $90 million in cap space to play with, so they can make a lot of moves and bring in a lot of talent. And you know what? And I'm gonna say it like this: I when it comes to the talent, like, you know, in past years they bring in a whole bunch of free agents. I trust Ron Rivera when it comes into bringing in free agent talent. I don't think it's going to be like the failed experiments of Vinny Serrato and the other long list of Adam Archuleta and people like that.
Brandon Sheriff is worth stripper money. Lord have mercy, Franklin.
Like you said, we don't know who the free agents are going to be, and now that Sheriff's out, now's the best time to throw somebody in like Keith Ishmael and see what he's got. I mean, why the hell not? Get him. Not only you get him some game experience, you kind of see what he's got, and then you can say, well, he's looking pretty decent. Maybe we'll look on to move away from Sheriff. But if he looks terrible, and then you get Sadiq Charles in there, maybe gets a little guard time, and he looks terrible, and you're like, well, I guess I got no choice to repay Sheriff.
Who are they putting? What's the dude's name? Schwarber. That's who's
Schweitzer.
Schweitzer. Yeah, whatever his name is. You know, I don't know. I'm at a point with this team, like when it comes to the linemen. We were so spoiled, you know, even through the early 2000s, where everything could have been bad on the offense, but that offensive line was fire, always fire. And then you had you had the Chris Samuels, the John Jansen. That was the best tackle combo in the league. Derek Dockery is in that guard. You have Casey Robach, and now it's like, even Randy Thomas. Lord, how did I forget Randy Thomas?
Yeah.
Now we're
Randy Thomas, who could never make a playoff run because he tear up his Achilles or something. Okay.
Yeah, now all of a sudden it's like good Lord, the quarterback's getting destroyed, and the defense is starting to figure it out. So I mean, like I said, I'm looking at the bright side of saying, damn, they got almost $90 million of cap space, so hopefully they can make it work.
Well, the thing is, if Haskins can get it figured out, I mean, quarterbacks, you get a good enough quarterback, they can overcome something. So
Yeah.
maybe
his footwork is atrocious, though. That's the one thing that Zampese needs to work with him on, because I mean, it's times he's just like, he looks heavy-footed.
I agree.
He looks very heavy-footed.
Coming and he gets thrown off because he knows he's got no time to throw, so he's just trying to get rid of it, maybe.
Yeah, and he's not as slow as that 40 he ran at the combine. I don't think he's he's not a 5.040. I don't think he's that cat.
Right.
But he needs help though, because he's shown he can get a little bit. He's got a little bit of speed, and that's what I say. I don't want somebody with Lamar Jackson speed. I want somebody more with a Mahomes agility more than anything, that can pick up the yardage, but is quick in the pocket, can avoid pressure. If Haskins can figure it out, if he can figure it out, he's gonna have to figure it out, man. But you know, and B-Miss brought up a good point about Ron's free agent class. It was some garbage. I'm gonna tell you two things right now. Don't hold your breath. Like, if you think he's gonna spend money on free agents, pack a lunch. And don't hold your breath, because he doesn't do that. He takes care. And to Dwayne's point, he is he will take care of Brandon Sheriff before he goes out here and pisses away money on somebody in free agency.
That's true.
A mobile Mark Ripken. Okay.
Hey, if he gets us that Super Bowl, I don't care which ball.
With Washington wide receiver, do y'all think Washington will go and sign Kenny Galladay? That's the one who's in Cleveland for a little bit. He's at Florida.
Kenny Galladay?
Yeah.
Kenny Galladay is
he's with Detroit.
Is up in Detroit, yes.
What's the other one? You think of somebody else. It was a kid that played at Florida and he lied and got cut. I think you're thinking of Galloway, not Galladay. Yeah. You're thinking of Galloway. You know who I'm talking about, don't you, Gunner? Or Dwayne? He played. They cut him in the Cleveland Browns training camp thing because he was lying about something.
Oh yeah, I know you're talking about. Yeah.
I can't think of who, but I think I know what Damien is, who he's talking about. Best ability is what? Morgan Moses always there. Sheriff's last 3 games been missing in action. Come on, homie, with that. Keep him at a lower price, or he can go Booker.
With his injuries, you might be able to get him at a lower price, though.
Yeah. I said, 12. I said give him spot him 12. If he thinks he can get 15, 16, or 17 somewhere else,
more power to you.
More power to it, man. Oh Lord, Shard. Good God, that's a name I haven't heard in a long time. Lord, that was that Pakistani guard that we had. You know. But y'all.
So the calculated market value for his position is $13.1 million. I would give him that. If you wanted that per year, I'd give him that, and I'd be okay with that.
Okay. I'll give him 13. That's it. 13-1. That's what I'll give him.
Yeah, I would give him that. I mean, wide receiver wise, if you talk about free agent wide receivers, I'm looking at it right now. Allen Robinson's a free agent. Would you sign him?
Yeah. I would go after him
for the right price.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he's going to want top dollar, but you were about to throw $100 million at Amari Cooper,
which is stupid.
That's one person. Hunter Henry's going to be
just done that to just drive the market price up for him, though.
Yeah, but then if you got stuck with him, what are you going to do?
Yeah, I know.
I mean, the one thing I'll give Amari, maybe it's because there's so much talent in Dallas. There's just no reason there's no way he can fail. but he's actually done. He's done pretty damn good through his
Right.
time so far. So I wouldn't have been mad just because you can't double team. You're not. There's no way you can double team anybody on with Dallas when it comes to receivers. You can't. It's not possible. So that I trust. I trust maybe again because there's so much talent, but I think if he was over here with Terry, he would have been okay.
My problem with him is he doesn't show, like, he plays pretty good in Dallas, but you take him on the road and he just, I mean, when he played Stephon Gilmore last year, he basically tapped out. He didn't want to be in the game.
It was cold. It was rainy in New England. That's why. Like, he doesn't turn it on like in Dallas. He'll turn it on, but like Dallas's problem has always been, like when they play competition that's legit, he disappears.
Especially,
I mean, the Bears beat the brakes off of them last year.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah, you're right. Good. If Lamar gets matched up like against an elite corner, he's going to have trouble.
Yep.
He will. Yeah, and that's one thing when it comes to Terry McLaurin, which I'm thankful. He's been matched up against elite talent, and he still looked very good.
Yeah.
That's the hindsight. I think at the end of the year, Terry McLaurin will be a top 10 receiver in this league by the end of the year. And that's saying a lot coming from this putrid offense. I mean, let's be honest. It's one bright spot.
We got a wide receivers coach, Franklin. I don't know if
They just got to start counting on running back, and that will open it up. We can't be one-sided on offense. It looks like we're just all pass right now. Like, I don't get it. Like, they keep switching up the running backs, but we clearly see which running back is getting all the yardage when he carries the ball.
You know what? And then these people who are saying like all this, and we're gonna wrap this up after this one though. But to all of y'all who think that Dwayne Haskins sucks, I'm gonna say, okay, I agree with you, right? Put Alex Smith behind that line. Put Kyle Allen behind that line. Guess what?
Don't do it.
Guess what, boys and girls? You're going to see Dwayne Haskins a whole lot sooner than you'd like to. I'm telling you.
Yeah, absolutely.
That we have said and more. So shut up. Let the boy learn stuff. Let him go. Let him figure it out. Spend a top 15 pick on him. Figure it out. Like we say, figure it out.
Absolutely.
Like that's it. You got to put, and he does not have any pretty cards to play with. Why do you think Daniel Jones looked so good last year? He had some guy named Saquon Barkley, right? Why do you think Carson Wentz looked good early on? That's because Alshon Jeffrey still had something left in the tank. Dak looks good because he has an elite running back, although I do think he's the best quarterback in that division. It's a different story for a different day. And he's had people like Amari Cooper that came on the scene in recent. He had Dez Bryant throwing up X for a long time. These quarterbacks have tools. They have little segments that make them look good. Kirk Cousins, why do you think he struggled in 17 and 18 in Washington, but still put up marginal numbers at best? Because he had Pierre Garçon and Deshaun Jackson in 15 and 16. That's why they were top. And Jordan Reed was still somewhat healthy and remembered where he was at. Y'all think about all these quarterbacks that are good outside of really Tom Brady. I mean, they've always got some toy to play with. Peyton Manning had Marvin Harrison for years.
Dak's never not had a loaded offense in Dallas. That offense has been loaded the whole time he's been there in Dallas. So that's the interesting thing is this year, I mean, they raved about, we had 450 yards last week, whatever. But, I mean, it was the Falcons' defense. Falcons were playing off. So Dak is like the king of the garbage yards, you know? But, I mean, you see him struggling now because that offensive line's beat up.
Yep.
And you can see he's the best quarterback in the division. I think Carson Wentz has regressed quite a bit, but that's not really saying a whole lot.
It's not.
He's the most emasculated. I say it all the time at nauseum. He's the most emasculated quarterback in the league. A guy who could not do anything but play well in Philadelphia as a statue outside of the link. He won a Super Bowl, was a Super Bowl MVP. Carson Wentz generally will never recover from that. He will never recover from Nick Cole-itis. The man can't get a job nowhere in the NFL and sustain it. He comes to Philadelphia and plays pretty good, and plays really good, and plays out of his mind in the Super Bowl.
The thing about Haskins, though, I mean, kind of not really change the subject, but my thing with Haskins is I think we have the best problem out of all the young quarterbacks in the division. At least he doesn't turn the ball over, really.
Right.
I mean,
He's
we can
not.
say Daniel Jones is throwing. Oh man, Jones is throwing, 300 and something yards, but you forget he's got 2 interceptions and a fumble. Right. At least Haskins, he might throw for 180, 200, but it's not really turning the ball over. I'd rather have that problem.
And maybe that's why they got Alex Smith grooming him, so he won't be a turnover machine.
But let's be honest, it's about to get ugly. I mean, it's about to get ugly in New York without Saquon Barkley.
Oh yeah.
Daniel Jones is about to get exposed, beat up, destroyed, whatever you want to call it. It's going to get ugly. It's going to get ugly fast.
That line is awful too, which doesn't help.
And I mean, that brings up a good point. Fumbles are turnover. Fumbles lost are turnovers too. That's the one thing Dwayne's got to realize is he's got to secure that ball a little bit better. I mean, granted, we know with the offensive line and stuff like that, but he's gonna have that sixth sense to have that pocket awareness.
My thing is, how is he fumbling? If he's running around and not really securing the ball and he's dumping it on the ground, then yeah, you got a problem. But I mean, if he's winding up trying to get rid of it and he's getting blindsided because he doesn't have time, I mean, that's really not his fault. But yeah, if he's sitting there in the pocket too long and he's taking a sack and fumbling, that would be a problem. But if he's trying to load up and he doesn't have much time, he's getting hit. That's not really on him.
He still had Jamison Crowder, who was pretty good when he lost Deshaun and Garcon. So, but yeah, I mean, I don't know. Well, he was only here in 17 after that. So,
but the Giants, like you said, the Giants are going to struggle. As bad as we've played, we got a chance to win this division. I mean, the Cowboys don't look good. I think the Cowboys are still going to win the division. The Giants were bad already, and they're going to be even worse than we thought. The Eagles, I think they possibly lose this week. They could go 0-4, 0-5, blow that thing up. They're 60+ million of a cap next year. That team's gonna look way different next year because they have no money. They're gonna be cutting players. They haven't drafted well at all.
No.
So we got a chance. As bad as we are, we got a chance.
Hold on, real quick, y'all. I think what we're trying to say is those issues that cause those turnovers, those are correctable. Those are correctable. I think that's more or less what we're trying to say is that those are correctable. Those fumbles, getting blindsided and everything, that's a correctable thing. Not absolving him of everything. He's got to learn how to tuck that ball and just take the sack because I mean that almost cost you against Philadelphia. So yeah, but go ahead, y'all.
I was just going to say when it comes to this division, I'm gonna be 100% honest. No team in this division is winning more than 9 games. That's just truth. If you look at and I argued with Dallas fans. I said, look at your schedule and find me 8 more wins. Go ahead. Go look at Dallas' schedule and find me 8 more wins. You're not going to do it.
Now with that defense.
No, you're not. And like I said, somebody said to me, they think Washington could even mess up and win one of those games. So to me, like it's hard. You're going to be hard pressed. It's like they're not beating Baltimore. They're not beating what's that team up in Pittsburgh? The Steelers. They're not beating the Steelers. And by the time they play the 49ers, they still, even with the injuries, will find a way to beat Dallas. I'm sorry. I have enough faith. I have enough faith in that run game in San Francisco.
San Francisco, because honestly, what has San Francisco done besides last year? Like San Francisco has to have everything perfect to be successful.
But here's the thing. This is what you have to look at. When you look at San Francisco, with the offense, I think I'm gonna be honest. I think the offense is gonna play a lot better under Nick Mullins than Jimmy Garoppolo, anyways. Because I think Jimmy Garoppolo gets too much credit. I think he's a certified game manager, and that's all he is. because they should have beat the Cardinals week 1. They should have. He missed a multitude of throws where he had no pressure on him. He just missed
that
the
word. There's that word though. I should have been a millionaire if I had played
right.
last night.
That's the thing.
That's what half your family
Running
says.
games and defense travel.
Yeah.
So, and that's even though that defense is still banged up, that defense is still pretty decent, and they can run the ball.
Absolutely.
Should have, could have, and want us. But boys, I think we've had a good discussion here.
Yes, sir.
And y'all, I tell you, y'all don't think I'm doing it, but I'm giving away $100 gift card to the NFL shop so people can go and buy them a jersey and everything, or whatever the heck you want to, because I don't want to deal with the postal service. If I can't trust the postal service to get me stuff to Maryland before New Jersey, I sure as hell am not mailing you something out. So
go to the video, dang it.
Go to the video.
I think it's more burgundy and gold fan all day is basically giving that $100 gift card out.
So yeah, make sure that you all go to that video, comment on that video, because that will lock you in, and I will be giving away the gift card at halftime of the Browns game on the stream. So y'all come
if
back.
Y'all don't go, I'm gonna win the dang gift card. Me and Burgundy and Gold, the only ones that went and commented what he said. Go over there and comment.
More hats.
I really don't want to look like I'm like this because I'm not. I'm gonna put everybody's name in there.
I'll tell you what, Corey. If I end up winning, I'm gonna give it to my kids, and they can get some Redskins.
Well, you know what Dubs is gonna do with it though. He's gonna get his Celtics championship hat. That's what he's gonna get.
Oh Lord!
Y'all better worry about tonight. See, there you go. I go tell you I'm cheering for y'all tonight, and then you're gonna go and talk stuff, bro.
Right. But yeah, make sure you do it. And I'm just gonna tell you again, if you go to that video, and I say it on the video all the day, I've said it for the last 240 some odd videos. I say love, peace, and hell at the end of everything. Comment that on that video, you get entered in. It's not that hard. I want to give this away because I appreciate this. The channel support, and we at 1,000. We're able to make money off of this now, but that's not the important thing. But we can reach so many people. You know what I'm more excited about? I'm excited. I want to get my damn community tab. That's what I want. But it takes 7 days to get it. The monetization, that's not important to me. I want to get the community tab so I can be like this. I'm like, oh crap. Oh, this is something stupid I saw. Like I can share that Jay Gruden video of my thoughts during the week. That's what I want to do. So that's what I'm praying for is that community tab. But other than that, y'all go on that video, comment on it. But I appreciate Skins fan with the super chat, like making it rain. I feel like a stripper now. Landry, thank you. Meryl,
please don't.
And I know it was somebody else, and I'm sorry that I forget. AM Hunter gave me a super sticker. I appreciate you guys. It's fun, and I'm looking forward to going to 2,000. Tell everybody about it so we can get up on here. We have 2,000. We're gonna start a network like the United States of space and everything, like Dave Chappelle, and we'll go and find oil, and we'll be like, "Bitch, you cooking?" But anyway. Anyway, I think Washington's got a good chance. We'll see. I will be back here on Sunday, live stream, 1:45. For all you youngins out there, that's 15 minutes still. 12:45. I'll be on here. Come join. I know Juan's doing it. I think Ed is doing one as well too. So come on and join all of us in the excitement, and hopefully we can get a win. God bless you. Appreciate you, brother, coming on. All your support. And fun news too. For the first time in NFL history, it'll be a female coach on both sidelines, and a female official as well. So there you go for progress. That is your progress day update. Yuki, thank you. Damien, thank you guys for coming on. Thank you, fellas, for coming on here. I will be here Sunday again, as I always say. But go comment on that video, the 1K one. I love you guys. I'm Sanchez 405. Love, peace, and hail. Comment that on the damn video. I'll be talking to you real soon, y'all. I'm out.
See